This video review is being brought to you by PrimeToys.net. PrimeToys.net for collector grade Transformers and not the collector grade prices. PrimeToys.net. And I am a reviewer, so let the reviews be joined. Hey guys, it's your friend Dynabot here once again with another video review for you. And today we're going to look at the final wave of the Deluxe classes from the Stunticons Breakneck, aka Wildrider. Which I'll probably end up saying either one, so bear with me on the name. Basically, this guy is a repaint, remold of Dead End. I mean, there's, as you can see, his vehicle mode just a little bit different to him, but he's basically the same design and everything on him. Same color scheme is a little bit different. You know, you got the red and stuff here, but definitely greatly used to the mold. But before we get into him, let's look at his, well, again, at his little accessories. We have the instruction sheet. Again, very well done. 11 steps to this guy for his transformation. Definitely great use of this mold and great use of for the instruction sheet. Also, we have his comic book, which once again is a reprint of another book. And it's actually pretty much the same exact book that we got for Dead End, which is a reprint of Robots in Disguise 16. And here's the book. I apologize for that. Sorry for the glare there too. But it's basically the same exact art. It's just Dead End instead of, or excuse me, Breakdown or Breakneck or Wildrider instead of Dead End. Again, on the back, you have his typical operational status report from Soundwave. And his on-desk Genesis design is just, you know, sketch phase, gray model phase, and finished product phase. Great work use on both of these. Like I said, it's the exact same book as Dead End's. No real difference between the two at all, other than the cover being just, you know, Breakneck instead of Dead End. But let's look at his weaponry. Again, he has the exact same weapon as Dead End did, the exhaust pipe gun / club, which you can do just the same. Peg it in here to the side, or here on the roof, which kind of looks funky on either one of them. Hate to say it, but it does. It doesn't. It actually, to me, the exhaust pipe it looks okay on this one. It doesn't look quite as good to me as it does on Dead End, but that could be just me or whatnot. And then, of course, you have his handgun, hand, foot, blaster, whichever way you just want to put this, but you can put that up there too. And like the other, you can't really stick them on any other support. But that's, since with Wildrider, aka Breakneck here, and the G1 style, he was the left leg of Minosaur. So let's go ahead and get into his transformation into the left leg. Very simple. Simply pop the front end here, or the windshield, pull it back. You'll fold this end. All this, basically the whole front end of the car back, straighten it up some. You also flip which me not having nails, this is kind of being a pain. There we go. Bring the connection port up, like so. Bring his foot in, you'll peg it into the bottom. Done. Simple. And again, this is, you can, for true G1-ish design, you can flip it around. And there's basically him in his leg mode as he was in the G1 comics. This personally is more likely how I will have him on my Minosaur when I have him combined for display, but he'll be like this because I kind of like this just a little bit better. I think it just looks just a little better. But let's go on and we'll pull the foot off and we'll go ahead and convert him into his robot form. To do so, real simple. First, we're going to unfold the back part of the car like so. We can go ahead and move arms up out of the way. And to this point, you will then can rotate these down for his knees into that position. You hear it ratchet because of the ratchet joint there. Fold these back, Do the same on this side. Actually, see this whole point here, it bends and straightens out, and then you just peg that back. Which I can't remember if I actually did that on my dead end, but I may have missed that. So if I did, I apologize for that. The arms, you will pull the ratchet joint out and up. His fists, just like dead ends, are folded inside of his arm there. You just pull them out. Do the same on this side, like so. Ratchet that out. There we go. And lastly, or next to last, we'll pull his combiner port down, back into his chest. And we'll fold this back around. Right here, again, it just folds up and down and pegs right in. You can also, one little thing you can do is just to, oh, come on now, there we go. Right here, you see how it doubles out there. Just kind of fold this back just to get it back more smooth with the body. Straighten him out, turn his head around. And there is, here's Wildrider, aka Breakneck, in his robot form. Not bad at all. I really like the head sculpt. Looks very G1. Definitely a great use of this mold. With all the red in his arms, his legs, and everything. This definitely how Breakneck or Wildrider was in the original G1. Great use, great look to him. We'll bring his weapon here. Just peg it in like so. And like with the dead end, you can take and peg the weapon right up here to give him that, just to give him that little extra blaster if you wanted to have him firing at the Autobots. It does kind of give him a little weight, but you can stabilize him pretty easy. Articulation, let's set these aside. Well, we can leave that for there. His head is on a ball joint. It does turn, but this back here, because of the size of the head, then lengthwise, it does kind of impede it. So you can't really get, you can, but it kind of rubs if you do. You can't turn him all the way around. He does have a little bit of swivel right up there for it as well. He does have the full swing of the ball joint there. It does have a little bit there. We can swing it too. Has the elbow as well. His hand, no finger articulation, but you can swivel it, for his transformation and everything. His hips do swing all the way around. Or waist. Actually, you're supposed to have that back. I forgot to mention that. I forgot about that. I apologize for that. This is how he's supposed to be. Because of the waist here. Can't believe I got to do that. Next, you have his hips. For his leg, you got that full articulation there, like so. Does have the swivel here, right below that. And again, in the knee, he has that right there as well. No foot, but you do have the extra little exhaust thing if you really need it, which you will here in a moment when you go into his arm mode. To do that, very simple, just like dead end. Straighten his arm back out. Fold his hands up, like so. Do the same on this side. Fold his hand back up. In there. We'll turn. Go ahead and get his head out of the way as well. Flip this up. Flip it back into, basically back into the hood or front end of the car. Which this always gives me problems. I don't know if I'm just doing it wrong or what, but like, there we go. Swivel that back. You will, of course, you'll need to take this port here, swimming it around, peg his legs back together, like so. And you can swivel. I tend to swivel it this way, just because of the car body being there. Design, I kind of like it better with this end on for his forearm or whatever. You can have it the other way if you like, which mine keeps wanting to unpeg. There. You can have it like so if you wish. It's whichever you prefer, though it is hindered with the ratchets here for the knees and all for that. But that's kind of why I prefer it this way. It gives you that little bit of extra. Gives you an extra little joint right there for his hand if you want that. his arms, you can. You basically have to keep it like so. Just kind of situate them in there just to get that extra leverage there for the elbow. Because if you push them down like you're doing in car mode, it is hindered to a small degree. Not as bad as you would think, but still kind of looks you can't. It doesn't look bad, but I kind of like it with it swiveled up just to get that out of the way and give you that just a little bit more room for his elbow. And we'll bring his hand in like so. I almost forgot the fingers. Which I'm putting it on the wrong way because it's supposed to be this way for his hand. Got it swiveled the wrong way. But there we go. There is a board or a forum on TFW 2005. I found that you can do a little trick to this. Instead of, I'm not saying you don't have to buy the Perfect Effect upgrades for them, but you can, like, basically something I found where you can pop this little pin out right here, which I don't really see it on this guy. So, well, there it is. You pop this pin out, pull these. It'll help you pull these fingers out. You can then cut the little plastic in between them. Put the fingers and pin back in there, and you have more articulated fingers if you want to do that to save you some money. I will post a link to that link below in the comments or in the description. Just to, if you want to try it, you're more than willing. I still haven't decided yet. I'm kind of sitting on the thing because I hate to do it and then mess this up, but it wouldn't really mess it up too much because I'll probably still end up getting the Perfect Effect stuff anyway. But it'd be good, temporary use for them for the time being. But let's go ahead and swivel him back into his robot form real quick. Basically unpeg the legs back to get apart, turn it around there at the waist. You don't necessarily have to swivel this back up, but I go ahead and do it just to get it out of the way. Straighten him up, bring his arms back out, bring his hands back out, like so. And let's get the other side, like so. And we'll get his head back up. Straighten that back out. Because mostly when the one thing with this double hinge that's right here, it will pull the front end back out. But once you peg it in, you can simply just fold it back around. Just to give it a little better, a little more detailed look on the back. And there's Wildrider, aka Breakneck, back in robot form. Is he worth it? Yes, I do. Just like Quick Sling or Slingshot, he's definitely worth to add to your collection. Just to give the G1 bot back into the Stunticons or aerial bots, whichever way you want to look at it. Where can you get them? You can get them from primetoys.net, which I'll post a link to that website or to where you can pick this guy up. I do not believe he is in stock currently, but I'm sure just keep an eye out. He will be there because, like with most other websites, they are kind of being bought up like so. They're being bought quick. Next, guys, don't forget to comment, like, and share this video. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe. I'll post links to my Facebook, or excuse me, to my Twitter and to my Instagram, where you guys can follow me on both of those. And check out the Transmissions Podcast crew. They'll be at TFCon this week. They will, as usual, they're a great group of guys that are great to listen to, great to catch up on anything Transformers, and they have a special code that you can use from Transmissions on the primetoys.net. You use Transmissions July, and you get 10% off your order. So you can go on there and get Breakneck Wildrider here for 10% off. But this is Dimebot saying thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to hear from you soon.